seems to have turned from a referendum on President Obama and a bad economy to a referendum on Paul Ryan and Medicare. Is that a good strategy?
Well, I'm not sure it's a referendum on Paul Ryan and Medicare. I do think it's a referendum on whether we're willing to confront the big issues that our country faces, or are we willing to let our children inherit our problems. And here's the bottom line for Medicare. I'll speak for myself on this. I represent about 3 million people here in Florida that have Medicare. One of them is my mom, 83 years old, and I don't know I can't imagine what her life would be like without Medicare. So I, on a personal level, but also as a senator from a state with so many people that are on Medicare, I want Medicare to be saved, and I want to do it in a way that doesn't change Medicare at all for people that are currently on it, like my mom, but also ensures that it doesn't bankrupt itself so it exists when I retire. Paul Ryan is the only one in Congress, together with Senator Wyden, because they work together on this, that have come up with a serious plan to address it. Mitt Romney has a plan to address it. Where's the president's plan? Where's the Democrats' plan? So yes, I think it's good for America to begin to talk about how do we save Medicare, because anyone who's in favor of leaving Medicare the way it is right now is in favor of bankrupting it.
But just from the standpoint of politics, I mean, I got to tell you, the Obama campaign seems delighted with this turn in the campaign. The president out this weekend saying, you know, I'm the one that's going to take care of Medicare, criticizing Romney and all of that. They seem delighted that this is now a campaign about Medicare.
That tells me two things. The first, it tells me they're not serious about solving the problem. It proves what I've been saying all along, and that is that for Barack Obama and many in the Democratic Party, this is not about saving Medicare. This is about how they can use Medicare as a political weapon in an election. And I think that's sad.
Well, I mean, it's about as close as it can get here in Florida right now, this race. Is Mitt Romney going to win Florida?
He is. He's going to win Florida. And the reason why he's going to win Florida above everything else is because Florida is a state with a lot of people that, irrespective of how they may feel about Barack Obama now, we're really excited about him in 2008. But I personally know people that have never voted for a Democrat who voted for him in 2008 because they loved what his candidacy said about America, and they were hoping he would be some sort of a new figure in American politics that would elevate the political discourse and help our country move forward on the things we all agree on. That Barack Obama is long gone. As I've said repeatedly, hope and change has been replaced by divide and conquer. Even in this interview he gave with Mitt Romney today, I mean, that's not the same person that ran 4 years ago. And look, I don't agree with Barack Obama on a lot of things, but the one thing I knew back in 2008 when he was elected was that he had a very unique, perhaps the most unique opportunity ever of any modern American president to bring our nation together on high-minded things. He's decided to go in a very different direction, and I think that's going to disappoint a lot of people here in Florida. It already has.
Do you think the tone has changed in...
I mean, you just need to look at some of these ads. I mean, when you think about the president's allies have run an ad basically accusing of Mitt Romney being personally responsible for the death of some woman because she lost a poor lady who lost her health insurance. I mean, that's just outrageous. They've accused him of being a felon, basically. They ran another ad that compared him to a vampire. I mean, so certainly I think that, yes, I mean, I don't remember seeing any of those ads in 2008 from the Obama campaign, but I think we understand why. He can't run on his record. Look, the fundamental question that every president has to answer is, am I better off, are people better off today than they were 4 years ago? And he can't look at the American people with a straight face and say, you are better off today than you were 4 years ago. So he doesn't want it to be about that. So that's why he's talking this way.
Friday, Mitt